Okay, good morning. It's Friday, September 12th. And first off, I wanted to say thank you for 800 plus subscribers. We're just over 800. I really appreciate it. I think it got to 802 and then one fell off. And I noticed that YouTube tends to have fluctuating numbers at key points in one's YouTube career. So anyway, I'm being a little bit funny, but so thank you so much. I'll try to get out here as much as possible. I went through a time period where I was out a lot and did round the clock as much as I could, but there have been a few days lately where I can only do a couple videos, like in the morning. It depends on things going on, how busy I am, and so forth and so on. So anyway, second on the list, I had a hard time sleeping last night, and I don't think I fell asleep till like 4 o'clock in the morning, so I got up a little bit later to have my smoothie and everything. And I wondered, like, you know, there's just a lot going on every once in a while, and I've mentioned this before on my YouTube videos. I experience weird things that happen to my body, and the issue is, like, I come from a logical world where you're supposed to be able to explain everything logically and this, that, and the other. But I have things going on that are in the realm of, are you kidding? They stuck me in the conspiracy group here. Electrical currents, like last night I had a zap on my tooth, and it happens to go for exactly number 15 because I've had an issue with number 15. It's like a zzz. It's hard to explain. I've also had like zaps that seem like wasps. Like a wasp would be like coming at your head. I'm like, is it the electricity? Like, how would it be created? I reported it all over creation. You know, where I live, they just say, well, there's no power outages or there's no electrical surge in the grid. So they don't really address stuff. I kind of gave up on them ages ago. I even filed a police report for it. And then also last night, I had the zap on the tooth, which has happened once before while here. But I had like a boxy pound feeling. You can tell that it's like it's not really your own body. You can tell it's caused to you. So it's not really a health concern other than, you know, is someone trying to do something weird, and how do they do it? Like, how would they be able to affect a person's body or health, or, you know, because I'm so healthy and I feel like the universe made sure I became a green juicer, fruit smoothie person, raw vegan foodie, you know, mostly vegan except for yogurt, someone who doesn't eat meat, and this, that, and the other, on purpose to stick it to whoever's using these tactics, and the dark side of the medical industry, which does try to kill people off. There are people out there and they come up with reasons, because guess what? It's a business. If you really look at it, they are like, whoa, we need these. Well, she came in, she keeps them cleaning, so we'll just come up with a diagnosis. See how that works? And can they bring, can people be brought in for things? Like, you know, back in the first week of August, or like, say August 2nd of 2021, I wound up with an excruciating toothache. And I was like, whoa, where did that come from out of the blue? And I was actually making my own raw vegan yogurt. I wondered if it was the probiotics, because you have to add probiotics to let it culture just like you would with regular yogurt. So it includes coconut meat, almonds, probiotics, and I forget if there's one other ingredient. I was like, maybe it's that, and the probiotics is like a powder. So I'm like, maybe it got up in my tooth. I couldn't figure out what it was. It came and went. You know, I drank a lot of water, had all kinds of experiences with a dentist, and then went to another dentist. He said he recommended root canal, but it subsided. And Smile Direct Dental Club had a shooting in Memphis, Tennessee, 2 days after my toothache started. So, and there's more to that. Apparently in the news, someone sent 2 bullets, and 2 is always like a key thing. 2 bullets to the Pope in the mail. And in addition, there were 3 people in the neighborhood at an Airbnb here in Philadelphia who were shot but just injured, all in the same week as Smile Direct Dental Club. Also, there was a Smile Direct Dental Club little tiny store, if you will, in the neighborhood. So all of that occurred at the same time as my toothache. My toothache was first, you know, out of the gates, off the block or what have you, and then everything else happened. So anyway, that's a little conspiracy, but you see what I mean? And can someone cause your nerve to be... And I wasn't eating anything bad, so I could see where, you know, maybe I make bad food choices and it inflames something, and so forth and so on. But no. So anyway, just saying, I've had weird things happen where I'm living, but I've had weird things happen to my body ever since 2017. So we'll go with 2018. So since 2018, when I was living at 2060 Apple Tree Street for a while, I've had, you know, a severe benign paroxysmal positional vertigo, which could look like an exorcist if you're watching someone who has it, because the eyes go back and forth. You feel like the room is spinning. Like it would be a million times your drunkest day or night. So anyway, I had that. I've had eyelids that I couldn't open every morning for like a year or more. When living at my mom and aunt's house, I slept on the couch in the living room, and I had to actually pry open my eyelids with my fingers. Like, this is weird. I can't like naturally open my eye. These days, you just wake up and the eyelids, like everything's back to normal on that front. I've had so many things happen that it's like, what is it? So anyway, just saying, I report stuff that happens that's weird, and just because I want documentation that I was trying to do something about it, and the onus falls on those who never respond to Sharon. You know, even here in Philadelphia, I've tried to seek assistance and no one's ever available. Doors are closed everywhere I go, and so forth and so on. So anyway, nickel on the ground there. So in addition, I was thinking of the San Francisco song because it came up on Shorts 2 days ago, and I wondered why it was the recommended song. Like, at least for me on YouTube, if I do Shorts, it'll say, try this sound, and it makes the gamut. Like, sometimes they're stuck on certain songs like Ordinary, and it'll stay there forever. But this was the San Francisco Flower song, and that was all day, Thursday? Oh, no, I'm sorry, Wednesday. If you're going to San Francisco. That's an old song. It's kind of hippie-ish. It's during the time period. Let me wait here. On the video. Oh, no, wait. Are we 34? Okay. It was... the San Francisco song is reminiscent or indicative of a hippie time period when a lot of people got tired of certain types of BS, typical of the East Coast, I would say.